Response. This is why the Lord will not give 2/3 superpowers. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rachakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, wishing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai to return. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And this is going to be a response to a video done by a brother that lives in Los Angeles. Now, I believe his name is Maaka Allah. Now, Salakia, if I did not pronounce your name correctly. But, the brother made a lot of great and valid points in this video. And after watching this video here, which you've done, you will you'll feel really glad that 2/3 did not get superpowers yesterday. Okay, and now remember, planets cannot grant superpowers. Okay, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, they are the ones who they are the only ones who can give their people spiritual power. Okay, and the Lord's people are the Israelites, which are the so-called Black, Latino, and Native Indians, and them who on their father's side, whose father's lineage goes back to so-called Black, Latino, and Native Indians. Okay, and as far as we know, only the elect of those people, of the Israelites, a standard of them, are going to receive spiritual power. And it's not going to come from planets. It's going to come from Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video, And also, there was another video that was done by the brother Manak Tazakba from South Carolina. That's also a really good video to watch. You brothers should also go check that out, because he also went into detail how, if Jake gets spiritual power, man, he's still going to be wicked. There's going to be niggas out there, making fire come out at the tip of their finger just to light up a blunt and smoke it. Niggas be doing all kind of wicked stuff if they have spiritual power. So the Most High is not going to give spiritual power to a wicked, malicious soul. First off, the scriptures say wisdom will not enter into a malicious soul. So how much more spiritual power? Well, I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
This is why the Lord is not going to give you 2/3 ass niggas spiritual power, or how you call it, superpowers. Alright? Hey, call halal, y'all, Bashem Al Shai, Devon to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the elect, Bashem Hawakakwadash. Shalom Bakar as well, which is good morning. Now, I was checking out the big bro, Tazwa, I'm the head of Atlanta. And I seen this picture on the screen, and I screenshotted it, and I read it, and I thought to myself, see, this is why the Lord want to give just some niggas some powers, because this is what He would do with it. This is this guy, Soldier Boy, right here. As you can see on the screen, that's Soldier Boy. Now, Soldier Boy is the father, or this nigga is the originator of that dumb, stupid music we hear today. He was the first who Esau really threw out there, which changed the music. It dumped it completely down from where it's.
Now, that also raises a question. Here it is. This dude, I don't know if he can grow hair on his face, but it seemed like he can. But, this dude got a smooth face. He got tattoos all over his face. And then he looked like he follows, like, some kind of Kemetic teachings or whatever, because he's wearing what appears to be some kind of Kemetic hat. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know what he got on his head, man, but all I know is that this dude is not right, okay? And there's a lot of Israelites out there who follow this dude. You still got Jakes out there committing adultery, being homos, being lesbians, eating abominable foods. First off, like this brother, this brother from LA said in the video, first off, to receive spiritual power, that's a privilege. Being able to fly through the air and make fire come out of your hands, and that's a privilege. Think of it this way. You might have been a little kid, right? And here it is, your parents told you to wash the dishes and keep the house clean. Meanwhile, you're doing the complete opposite. You're just laying around being lazy. You might be playing with your Hot Wheels. So then, there might be like this game system that came out and your eyes are heavily set upon it. You're like, oh man, I gotta get that game system. I gotta get it. Oh my God, those video games are so cool. So then you go into your mother and your father and you're like, Mom, Dad, I gotta get that, please, can I get that game system? What do you think your parents are gonna tell you? They're gonna tell your ass no. And then what? The countenance on your face is gonna change. You're gonna start feeling all down. And then in the back of your mind, you don't know why your parents told you no. Because you were not doing what your parents told you to do. You was not washing the dishes. You was not taking care of your chores. But here it is, you want your parents to buy this game system for you. But you can't even wash the dishes. You can't even keep the living room tidy. But you want a video game system. So now you running in your room, you sitting on the bed pouting with your big lips all poked out, your arms crossed. Life ain't fair, man. Ooh. Then now you want to start crying. But wait a minute, for your parents to buy you that game system, that's a privilege. You have to earn that. And it's like that with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said, remember now thy creator and the days of thy youth. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said to stop eating pork, stop committing adultery, stop getting tattoos, stop gang banging, stop getting edge ups. If your hair is long, cut it off. That was a commandment from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Through the men of whom he has set up to be leaders over our nation, starting with the apostles and elders on down. Okay, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said to go out on the highways and hedges, whether if it be hot outside, rather if it be cold outside. He said, go out there and look and fish for his elect. The Lord said to be careful not to offend the little ones that believe in him. The Lord said, if ye love me, feed my sheep. There's so many things Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said to do. So if you're not doing the things that are pleasing to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, how do you figure that he's going to give you spiritual power? As if somehow, you're going to find a way to receive spiritual power without Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's approval. Ain't nobody getting spiritual power without the approval of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The scriptures say that some of the Lord's elect men are going to have to be martyrs in these concentration camps. So here it is. You're a wicked individual. You're doing all manner of wickedness under the sun. And you think the Most High is about to just give you spiritual power? Meanwhile, there's some of the Lord's elect men that's going to be martyrs. They've repented from their wickedness. They was keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. They did what the Lord said to do. And yet they still got to be beheaded. Like, you see what I'm talking about here? Niggas really think they finna fly and shit and, just make fire come out of their hands. Meanwhile, they're wicked. But there is going to be a standard of the Lord's elect men that's going to receive spiritual power. And really that's to fulfill prophecy, man. Because it's prophesied for it to happen. But I tell you what's not prophesied in the Holy Scriptures: niggas getting spiritual power. Okay, the Lord is not dealing with niggas. If you think you're a Kemet, if you think you're African American, if you think you're black, and it's the year 2021 going into the year 2022, then what makes you think the Lord's going to give you some kind of power? No, spiritual power is a privilege, man. If you're not doing the things that are pleasing to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're not going to get spiritual power. And ultimately, a terrifying judgment is waiting for you. Because like it tells you in the book of Romans 6, verse 23, the wages of sin is death. And you niggas follow after carnality, not spirituality.
Them state that it was already at, but he completely brought it down with the song. He started with that song called Superman, you know? And this is what he says, man. This is what this nigger says. It says, if I get spiritual powers on December 21st, just know it's over for anyone who wronged me. So I know you brothers heard of that stupid meme, or I don't know.
And there's nothing spiritual about you, Jakes. Okay? You said, this dude said, Mr. Soldier Boy here, if I get superpowers on December 21st, just know it's over for anyone who wronged me. Okay, but wait a minute. What about the Lord's elect? Okay? Some of the men that have wronged you in the past might be of the elect. Have you ever thought about that? You know? Hey, and this is why, because like the brother said in this video, man, Jake is not matured in the spirit, man. You see, this is a part of what irks me so much about you niggas. You want superpowers, but you don't want to go up the correct way to get it. Don't you know that it is written in the Holy Scriptures that if all of Israel would repent and face the east and wholly turn from their wickedness and acknowledge their sins before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and face the east and call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, don't you know the Lord will come back at that very moment? You want superpowers, but you don't want to believe and you don't want to believe in the higher power who grants it. Like I said in my last video, you niggas just believe what you want to believe. Believing in some planets will give you spiritual power. Because you don't want to believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know why? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai told you to stop smoking weed. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai told you to stop committing adultery. You can't stop committing adultery for just one day? Just one day. You want superpowers, but you can't stop committing adultery. Good. I'm glad none of you niggas got spiritual power, man. Because if niggas had spiritual power, it'd be niggas teleporting from house to house, popping other men's women. Niggas would be making blunts of weed appear out of thin air just to smoke it. Niggas would be making their own brand new version of weed brownies. You be focused too much on folly, man. Y'all, your mind is not where the minds of the 2/3 of our people is not where it's supposed to be at. You'll be trying to make clean pork and shit. Like, no, No, the Most High is not going to give niggas spiritual power. Niggas will be going around flossing on other niggas and shit. Yeah, you see this? I can do like 50 backflips up in the air. Come on, what you got, nigga? Come on, get your weight up. That's why the Most High ain't giving niggas spiritual power.
What you would call it? That stupid prophecy. I don't know what you would call it, man. That false prophecy.
And it is a stupid prophecy. I've never in my, they know it was the first time I ever heard of this. Planets granting people the ability to fly and teleport and make lightning come out their eyes. Like what? You know, that's the first time I ever heard of that, man. Y'all believe in the creation more than the creator. Yahweh Bashum, Yahweh Shah created those planets. You believe that planets can grant you spiritual power, but you don't want to believe in Yahweh Bashum, Yahweh Shah that created the planets. Here it is, they created the planets, but they can't grant spiritual power? Like, I mean, is that it? Like, what's wrong with you, Jakes, man? What's wrong with you guys? All you got to do is read the scriptures, man. Yahweh Bashum Yahweh Shai has always been known for granting spiritual power to his men in the past. But now, if you notice, they didn't just give spiritual power to just any old person. They gave spiritual power. Yahweh Bashum Yahweh Shai gave spiritual power to men that they were personally dealing with back in the days, like King David. Okay, King David, King David's mighty men, Elijah. Okay, Moses has spiritual power. Those miracles that he was doing, that was spiritual power. Yahweh Shai. You don't believe in Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus? He did miracles 2,000 years ago. He turned water into wine. He walked on water. He did all these things, but yet a planet can grant people the ability. Nah, man, look. Yahweh, Bashum, Yahweh Shai are the only ones who can grant you power. What did Yahweh Shai say in the book of John, the 14th chapter? You know what? Let me just get it. Proverbs chapter. No. John. John chapter 14, verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. Right. So Yahushua said, he that believeth on me, on him. Salakia, Yahushua said, he that believeth on him, the works that he do, shall he do also. Now we know that not everyone believes on the works that Yahushua did. You niggas obviously don't believe on the works that Yahushua did. Y'all believe that planets can grant you power. Well, what about Yahushua and the works that he did? Do you believe that the miracles that Yahushua did 2,000 years ago was actually done? Because they were. He really did perform those miracles. He really did give blind. He really did give sight to the blind. He really did cure those that had the palsy. He really did cure those that had leprosy, those who were sick, lunatic, had demons on them, devils on them. He rose up the dead. Okay? He walked through objects. He transfigured himself. He calmed the waves in the sea when him, Peter, and some other disciples were on the ship. He disappeared in the midst of a crowd of people when his people tried to stone him. Those things actually happened. And those were the works of Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus.
Whatever you want to call it, that when the when Jupiter and Saturn all in the different cosmos line up, that black people will get spiritual power. Our molecular structure would change. And I guess some Egyptology guy was saying this or something. See, you Negroes believe anything except for the truth. But
And that's true because the scriptures say, hold on. Okay, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. The simple believeth every word. You know, if somebody told you the world was going to blow up next year, a lot of you niggas will bug out, man. You'll be packing up your bags. You'll be making plans to move out to be making plans to move into outer space because y'all don't study. Okay, first off, the earth is never going to blow up. Okay, when you read Ecclesiastes 1 verse 4, it tells you the earth abideth forever. But that's just one of many examples. If the so-called white man told you that an asteroid half the size of the moon was going to hit the planet, you niggas will believe it, man. You know, some of you niggas believe that one day the fire on the sun is going to go out. No, it's not. The sun that we see up in the sky as well as the moon, those things are eternal. Okay? And really, that's just the so-called white man blaspheming the Heavenly Father. But you see, that just goes to show you, you niggas believe everything, man. Because y'all don't study, y'all don't research. You know, one thing about you niggas is that you niggas are always looking for the easy way out. You're not going to take the easy way out, man. Isn't that why y'all gave Yahushua up to Pilate to be crucified? Because y'all wanted the easy way out. Y'all did not want to stop doing the wickedness y'all was doing. So y'all gave Yahushua up to Pilate to be crucified. Because you wanted the easy way out. You wanted to continue on in your wickedness.
jumping back to the point, he said that all he gonna do is go get everybody who wronged him. What does that mean for a nigga like this, man? That mean he gonna go be wicked, man. That's what he gonna do. He gonna go kill other Jakes. He gonna go kill women that didn't want to talk to him. He gonna do a bunch of wickedness with that power, man. You know?
And you know, that's another thing too, man. His main focus is going to be upon his own people. Well, what about the so-called white man? What about the so-called white man? What about the Edomites? Huh? What about them? Did you forget what they did? When you read about the babies that was fed to alligators just so they can catch alligators to make leather shoes and jackets, don't you know those were your babies they were feeding the alligators? Did you forget about that? Did you forget that they used to lynch your kids, your parents in front of you? Did you forget that they used to have our people popping their own mothers, popping their own fathers? Did you forget that they used to take your children, your 4 and 5 year old children, against your will? Your kids would be crying, begging, and longing for their parents. Meanwhile, they would take your children away from you. They would put lipstick on your sons, your 4 and 5 year old sons and daughters, and you know what they would do? They would be riding those slaves. They would be riding, your slave master will be right in the house with your kids, having sex with them. Did you forget about that? Did you forget about Derby's dose? You think Derby's dose happened to just Derby? When they used to have slaves take a dump inside of the mouth of other slaves? Did you forget about that? Where do you think the term "your breath smell like shit" came from? That's an actual saying because they used to have slaves take a dump inside of the mouth of other slaves. Did you forget about that? What about the so-called white man? Why is your first priority on our people? What about the heathens? The Arabs had a hand in putting us in slavery. What about them? You're not gonna go and recompense them. What about the Chinese and Japanese? They had a hand in putting us in captivity. Okay, what about the Hamites? They sold us to the Grecians for guns, muskets, for wine, liquor, rum, different commodities. You're not going to recompense them. You see, the mind of you, Jason, is small. Your world is small, man. Your main focus is on my people. How can I shit on my people? How can I outshine that nigga? How can I outdo that person? What can I do so that my weight so what can I do so that my weight can be higher than that guy? That's just simplicity, man. Your world is small. Your world is no bigger than a bird cage. Your people, your people, your people. I know the scriptures say his eyes in the book of Deuteronomy because it speaks about how our people that their minds was going to be evil toward one another. I understand it says that, man, but dang, this is why the Lord is not giving niggas spiritual power.
I don't know why Jake believed this crap. I don't know why Jake living the wickedest life ever, thinking that he gonna get such privilege. You know?
Hey, man, there you go. Okay, again, spiritual power is a privilege, man. You're not doing what the Heavenly Father and His Son said to do. So you're expected to receive superpower when you can't do something as simple as not eat pork, not commit adultery. Doing those things are simple, man. It's easy. Just stop doing it. Believe. Believe in Yahweh, but again, okay, I understand. 2/3 of our people are not going to get it. You're not going to believe. So guess what? You're going to be sitting in that same car with that same confused look on your head when you actually see Israelite men with spiritual power flying through the air. Then you're going to get out your car, you're going to look up, you're going to be like, yo, is this real? Yeah, it's real. You know why? Because that person with the spiritual power did what he was supposed to do. He did the right thing according to as Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said to do. Okay? No Israelite is getting spiritual power unless you are of the elect standard, period. Okay, let me go back now. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 4. It says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Yeah, you talking about, if you get superpower on December 21st, you say that it just know is over for anyone who wronged you. And he wholeheartedly believed that. He wholeheartedly believed that he was going to receive superpowers yesterday. And I bet you any amount of money, if you would have got that superpower, man, oh man. That's why Jake is going to be destroyed, man. Because there's nothing spiritual about Jake. Don't you know the ones who wronged you? That was of the Most High. The Most High put it in that person's mind to wrong you. And at the end of the day, there's people in the world that have wronged certain people. But guess what? Those people might be of the elect at the end of the day. We don't know who the elect is. Okay? The In the book of Matthews, the 27th chapter, the man who had committed murder that was crucified on the cross, that was next to Yahushua, he confessed his sins. He said, Lord, remember me in thy kingdom. And what did Yahushua say? He said, this very day you shall be with me in paradise. Now, I'm pretty sure that man who committed murder, he wronged a whole bunch of people in his family. I mean, he wronged a whole bunch of people out there. He wronged a whole bunch of people. He wronged somebody out there, didn't he? This man was a murderer. He wronged somebody. He wronged some family out there. But what did Yahushua say? He said he told that murderer, this very day ye shall be with me in paradise. So you can't just go around seeking revenge out of your own personal feelings because somebody wronged you. Because at the end of the day, the person who wronged you, he could be of the elect. And the scriptures say there's nothing you can do against the Lord's elect. Who shall put blame any charge to the Lord's elect? Now, there's one more scripture I'm gonna get before I close it out, because this one is because see, our people follow after their own heart, right? Let's see what the scriptures have to say about the heart, because this dude's talking about taking revenge, out of his own heart. But that's not the way to think. That's not the way to be, man. The scriptures say, judge righteous judgment. You can't just go around putting somebody to death just because they wronged you. What if that person is of the elect? But anyways, hey, the Wadi Yahweh, the Wadi Yahushai, man. Hey, man, 2/3 of our people is not getting spiritual power. Okay? It's clear. It's clear. It's just as clear as day. Okay? The heart is, yes, the heart is deceitful. Okay, oh, that's in Jeremiah. Ooh, the Wadi Yahweh, the Wadi Yahushai. I don't know why I've always thought that was in the book of Proverbs. That sounds like something King Solomon would say, right? The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. It says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? So the mind is desperately wicked, man. That's why it's important to walk after the spirit. Because there is no corruption with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? Yahushua, what did Yahushua say? He said he is the way. Follow him. So if you're following after the matter of your own mind, then that means you're following after carnality. Okay? And let me tell you something. Spiritual power cannot be given to a carnal person. Spiritual power can only be given to a spiritual person that is of the nation of Israel. And those spiritual people are of the elect because they're walking after the spirit. They're judging after the spirit. The scriptures say, he that is spiritual judgeth all things, but he himself is judged of no man. So we know that a standard of the elect is going to receive spiritual power. You got to be spiritual to receive spiritual power. Ain't no carnal dude going to receive no spiritual power. Like I said, if niggas could receive spiritual power, they'd be creating blunts out of thin air. They'd be smoking them. They'd be making fire come out of the tip of their fingers to light up blunts and shit. They'd be teleporting from house to house, popping other men's wives. They'd be covetous. Like you can't give spiritual power to a nigga, man. You can't trust a nigga with spiritual power. Nigga be creating all kinds of FRN notes out of thin air, talking about I'm rich, bitch. Stupid. You don't know that real money is not paper. Gold and silver is real money. But anyways, with that, I'm gonna say Shalom is on to the next one.